my God, guys. INEC has closed their case. Yes, you heard me. INEC has closed their case with only one witness and no supportive documentary evidence. First of all, oh God, Happy Independence Day to the United States. Happy Independence Day to ya all. Okay, so now back to the gist. Yes, Dr. Lawrence Bayode was the witness for INEC today. Vulnerability in terms of e-transmission and being blurry. Ikwetosan. And then, the EU statement release. That EU report, eh? And then what about PDP? The PDP's case and what happened in there. Only documents were admitted in evidence for APC. What does that tell you? Hey, click on that link, guys. It's hot. Ogbono feli. Oh yeah, let's go. Okay, so welcome back to my channel. I don't dance finish. Hey, we are done dancing. Time for talking. So welcome back to my channel. My name is Obehi and it is Obehi and the Law. And if you're just joining me, oh yeah, it's Obehi and the Law. If you've been here before, I love you. I see your comments and I love them so much. Thank you so much for your support. I'm grateful. Guys, hey guys. So I don't understand what happened today, but I mean, the long and short of it is that INEC has closed their case with only one witness. Only one witness who actually contradicted himself in court today. Now, I don't know, he is actually the deputy director of the ICT department in INEC. And he had been sent several subpoenas to appear in court for when they had their case opened, which is the petitioner. But he refused to show up. They've been trying to get hold of him. Baba said he's not coming. Molele. So that was how he came today. He finally showed up in court today for them. Now, I don't know, but it's just funny how, you know, things played out today in court, because even during the examination in chief, where he was, they were trying to lay foundation, you know, that's what you do during examination in chief, to lay foundation, one, to the person's, you know, to the personality of the testifier or the witness, and two, to establish the content of what that witness statement on oath is all about. And they were saying, I'm sure Pinero did not want to hear anything about this whole issue of, you know, a mix-up in transmission. But that was the same statement that was used by him. Sad, isn't it? Yes, so fam, the lawyer for INEC was saying stuff like, okay, if you think that there's EC8As and then the EC8Bs, do you know that these documents, you know, especially the EC8As, they are gotten from the polling unit and then uploaded? So he now made a statement that the EC8As are actually gotten, which is the polling unit. These are the collation of the results from the polling units, and they are transmitted. That's one word INEC does not want to hear, because that will definitely make them default. But that was not even all. So they talked about, so they now asked him, I think, a few questions just to lay foundation, and then it was time for LP. That was the interesting part. And then LP asked him, are you aware that the e-transmission, did you do like a testing to test the vulnerability of the system, just to be sure that everything is okay, you know, before that day? And then when was this done? So he told him, was it between February 6th to 8th? And the witness said, no, it was done February 4th. So he now asked him and said, okay, you tested this document, you tested the server just to be sure of the vulnerability. And he said, yes, I tested the server and, you know, we're sure that there was no issues. So in this case, he now admitted that there was no glitch. Even though he did not want to come directly to admit that there was no glitch, he admitted that, oh yes, he was tested. So he was asked if there was any glitch during the testing at the purported 4th of February, where they had the testing done. And he said it was resolved. And Ikweto-san was asking him, what do you mean by it was resolved? He said, yes, it was resolved. So Ikweto was trying to, at first, draw the attention of the judges to the fact that this particular man was somebody that we actually requested on subpoena to come to court, and he did not come. And this is the document to show. So at that time, at first, Justice Samani said, you already have closed your case. You cannot bring it up. But since it was time for cross-examination, and he was trying to draw the attention of the judges to that, in as much as, yes, you did testing, you did this, you did that, this was the document we actually requested from you on subpoena, and you refused to bring it. So at this point, he was now able to admit that document in evidence. You understand? Because the document that they brought, which was showing, e-transmission vulnerability report and all of that, was something that LP had requested for earlier. You see, witches and wizard. So at first it was not available. Now it's available. Like I said earlier, I'm trying my best to be very, very, indifferent when I'm reporting. But it's just sad to show that Nigeria, where are we going? So he told them, he said, are you trying to say that there is nothing, with you guys did not have any problem during the testing? He said it was resolved. He said, no, answer me. So the judge had to make the witness answer that question. And then he said, yes, that whatever glitch that was found as at the time of testing was resolved. Now, remember the lady who came to give her own expert evidence, the lady who works with Amazon, when she said something that if we discover any glitch during testing, it is sorted there and then, and it will not happen when you go into the main, the main event. If that is sorted. Do you understand? If you remember that lady when she gave that report, that's why Amazon, the last time they ever had any glitch was in I think it was sometime in December 2021. And that was it, because they've tried their best. That's the essence of testing. Especially when you talk about vulnerability testing, which deals with back end. It just helps to put an end to whatever glitch it will be. Now, the interesting part for me was when he was now asked to read a particular document in page 23. They told him, oh yeah, read. And he was like, he was quiet for some time. Oh yeah, read now, because this thing was uploaded. And he was like, he could not read the document. They were like, you need to be able to read that document. And he said, oh, I don't understand what is written there. Now, what does that tell you? He said, my lord. So in fact, the judge now even asked him, okay, what is APC score in that document, in that page 23? Of course, that document was blurry. So Ikweto-san now asked, Ikweto was already laughing, and he was even making the court laugh. Ikweto was now asking, he said, okay, if you claim that this document is blurry, like you have said, so how then, even though Ikweto-san was not trying to be, coming out straight to tell him that, okay, now this document is blurry, so how do people now announce me? Now he now asks, okay, is it that there's a problem upon when you upload this document? Now, we are not using the word transmission. Let's even leave transmission alone, because if you go to that EU report, which is something I will treat separately, they talked about the uses of BVAS. And one of the uses of BVAS, which INEC never did, is that they scan these results and take them straight to IREV. And to think that the EU actually sponsored the BVAS for them, brought money out. I don't want to mix things up, because I said that report is something I'm going to sit down and, guys, I'm going to read it. Now, for those of you thinking, and I'll repeat again in my next video, that, where do you read from? And they read from anywhere. Everything I do is from my head. Even all of these laws, I read them. I take out the integral parts, and then I come and I explain to you. I mean, that's what I'm doing. I'm not talking to lawyers. I'm talking to laymen, you understand, when it comes to law or the legal field. So I need to come down to your level. Now, back to my gist, as the hot. So the judge now asked him that the APC score there, can you read it? The man became numb and dumb at the same time. He couldn't speak. Of course, he couldn't read what was there, because it was like, my lord, it is blurry, I cannot read. So Ikweto now asked him that, so can it be that the EC8A, remember EC8A is the results gotten from the polling units. Now, can it be that the EC8A is different from, or is it that it is different from what is uploaded? Or is it that it takes a different shape and form when it is uploaded? Let me reverse the question. And then he was like, anything can happen during uploading. Anything as per what? Anything as per what? I don't understand. Anything can happen. Anything bawo. Like, I don't get it. You see that we have a lot to learn in Nigeria. It's sad, you know. So I'm not like, okay, fine, you're a pastor. Like me, I'm not even going to go that route because the Bible says, touch not my anointed and do my prophet no harm. But like my head, they pay me because body they pay me, guys. I'm just a bit confused here. Because if I snap a particular image and it was clear when I snapped it, it now becomes blurry when it is uploaded. Like, who are you telling that kind of nonsense to? That was how the particular witness today felt the hand of all of them, the whole INEC people, because he said anything. So they were not asking that. Are you trying to say now that the form EC8A is different from the one uploaded? Of course, the answer is no. So I've just been laughing, you know. And I think one thing too that you should take home is make sure that your lawyer is prepared before they come to court, before they talk about your case, even in an area as salient as that of, you know, the ICT, information communication technology, which is somewhat new to the court. I'm sure that the LP lawyers had done their homework, because it was not looking like it was Ikweto-san that was, you know, lecturing the guy on what he needed to know. For example, he told him, he said, "Ye cloud trail," which is the only document that is now part of your witness statement on oath, which was admitted in evidence. So the cloud trail should have your event source, event name, you know, the IP source, IP address, the AWS trail. No, he was telling him all of these things, and he said, it is listed, it is listed. And that was really when Ikweto-san was not telling that. And I put it to you that the snapped copy of the EC8A, which is, you know, what is derived from the polling unit, document derived from it can never be different from the particular original hard copy. And it was like, you know, that was where Ikweto-san just nipped him in the bud, like, you know. So the re-examination question is still, you know, baffling me till today. They said she come and talk about functionality, vulnerability, and then performance. And he said, okay, functionality is ensuring that the particular system or the server is doing what it is asked to do. Performance is making sure that it can perform well even under heavy users. And then vulnerability is to ensure that the back-end server is free from, you know, attacks, you know, external attacks, and that it is secure. That was the word he used. How does that help the case that you have already admitted so many things to? Guys, I beg, me could not help me because I'm confused. But, well, that was it for the case today. I would have really talked about the PDP case because I don't really know because I think today was when the second respondents for the PDP, which is Shetima and Oga Tinubu, that was when they opened their case. And they were making some statements. They were making some statements. They did not call any witness. They just brought documents. And the documents are still tiring. They brought a lot of certificates from the Chicago school and all of that, stating what the school wrote back to confirm that, okay, this person actually went to our school. And so they also brought evidence. You remember that newspaper where they said they were going to ensure they are not going to transmit figures. They did not say that they will not transmit the EC8A, that's results, on the sheets. Remember, that's part of the reason why Beavers was bought anyway, for the scanning and uploading. Now, figures, because when it comes to, I mean, if you now start transmitting figures, there's room for manipulation of these figures. So, directly, real time, these things are supposed to be scanned by Beavers and as in transmitted straight to IREV so that people can view real time, not figures, so that there will be nothing that has to do with man-made. I don't know whether you understand. So that manipulation will not happen. Man-made manipulation. You understand? So that was it. But what did we see at the end of the day? And then, guys, I think they brought a police report where they were trying to say whether, is this person that drug case, the narcotics. So they were trying to confirm from the police, this person is this person, an ex-convict, blah, 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 blah. And then I think the police reports that came back was like, this person is not. You remember that 2003 letter? They admitted it in evidence as well, that he's not. Like, when we have a CTC judgment by Justice John sentencing him, I don't want to talk about forfeiture. I've talked about it before in 2 videos now. So you can go there, criminal, civil, and administrative forfeiture for the US. I don't want to go down that route for now. And then again, guys, you see this, they still brought, I think they brought a document showing that he's been traveling to the US for the past 10 years. So what? You paid your fine. So it doesn't even stop you from going. So I don't really know what these lawyers are up to, but it's just obvious that there is no proof to rebut the case at hand, especially what INEC did today in terms of the LP case. I don't understand. I honestly don't. Well, tomorrow, they checked out early in the game. So we have the second respondent, which is Shetima and Tinubu's lawyer, opening the case for them. I think that's where we'll have the double nomination and all of that. But I trust them when it comes to cross-examination. It's going to be fun tomorrow, like the way it was today. The way Ikweto Sam was laughing. Ikweto even had to tell the pastor, I'm going to come to your church, on Sunday, because, see, I don't want to go into a church matter. I don't want to go there. I understand where Redeemed Christian Church of God, where they are coming from when it comes to, we as Christians should equally enter politics, but how well can you keep your hands clean? This is a man who has worked in INEC for 24 years. 24 years. And I heard that he was even in court yesterday. Fear not, let and come aside. He was not ready. Because somebody, a particular lawyer, said he had actually commended the man. Like, oh, sir, I love your hair. I think he said, I love your hair. And then they kind of exchanged pleasantries. So he was even in court yesterday. I'm talking about Dr. Lawrence. He was in court yesterday, but did not feel up to it to testify. INEC had 10 days tentatively, or should I say 7 days, but they chose to do what they wanted to do. We're back now, July 3rd. They did not call any witness. Instead, the court did not even last for more than 45 minutes. And then today, they are calling only one, and that one witness has equally given them away. So, which way, Naija? Which way? Well, we are in court tomorrow for the opening of the case for the second respondent. So let's see how it goes tomorrow in court. I just hope it's not more drama. I'm sorry this is coming late, guys. Person gets things where they do. It's not easy. So I really do apologize that you're watching this video very, very late, especially those of us in Nigeria. I love you all. And like I said earlier, keep praying for Nigeria. Continue to follow me on all of my social media handles. I'll just draw the curtain here. The EU report is one video that is going to be hot. I want to take it really, really hot for you. So guys, watch out for that. Have a wonderful night rest. Bye.